Hi. I had one of the drinks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't need to say anything else. Shout out to the DJ and the bartender. They both had the same name. I'm sorry, the drink was good. All right, what do you guys want to hear? I'm gonna give you 3 options because I have no idea what I'm about to do right now. So it's classic night, which I found out when I got here. So you have a choice of classic, funny, or honest. Ah, shit.
Funny.
Okay, so funny or honest?
Funny. Everybody want to get him eyes.
No, there's no both. I gotta figure out which screen I need to be at. I do teach, which is why I drink on Mondays. I teach 1st grade, motherfuckers. Yeah. So buy me a drink. Thanks. Okay. Shameless plug. I'm not, Raph's not the only one that does shameless plugs. I also teach pole fitness. Yeah. Pole fitness. In Coconut Grove or wherever you are. The pole is portable. It's good exercise. Pole fitness.
Demonstrate.
Yeah. On the mic, really? Didn't I tell you I had a drink? I'm tripping over the cord standing right now. Yeah. Okay, this is that intro that's longer than the poem. So, honest. Funny might not be that funny. It's funny to me. All right. Oh shit. All right. Because I was going back and forth. Okay. This piece has no name, so feel free to name it for me or not. There's a fear looming over her that cannot be shaken. It is there day in and day out, tormenting and distressing her spirit. It rears its ugly head each time she picks one up and puts it back down in disgust. This fear is overwhelming her because she cannot release. She is afraid. She is afraid to write. She contemplates throwing in the poetic towel because there's only so long a poet can go before they must release, and her release date has passed. She's about 3 metaphors away from spontaneously combusting from the pressure of personified pronouns, pushing against the pen, pushing against the pads of her fingers, but she puts down the pen again. And please, whatever you do, don't call her a poet because it only reminds her of the humiliating fact that she no longer writes. She doesn't want to try anymore because she's afraid. The words that attempt to spew from her soul are too bitter to bear, and she is too bitter to bear her soul, so there. This leaves her thoughts swirling in the frustrated abyss solely created to remind her of why she can't write. I need this ride to end. Please stop the roller coaster because I'm ready to get off. I got my money's worth. I've had enough. No more twists and turns, no more ups and downs, no more screams and yells. I will gladly be content with the still silence most wouldn't consider an option because the ups are not worth the downs. No, I am not okay. I want to get off this ride, and now. The feeling in the pit of my stomach is telling me it's not safe. Please, just stop this roller coaster ride called life and let me leave in silence. Her mental state paces, knowing good and well she can't spend 10 minutes in silence, let alone an eternity, because that's when those tumultuous thoughts creep upon her again, like a wave of sickness she battles against, knowing if those words emit from her soul, all control would be lost. I don't want to write about him. I can't write about her. There's no way I would write about that. tears threaten to rupture their ducts as the pain presses through it. No formation of phrases, no cleverly phrased wordplay or intense imagery will match what her eyes beheld when he barely had breath in his being, and though barely breathing, and though barely being, was still being a bad man, wanting some curry goat to replace the IV shoved down his throat. No creation of catchy lines, no amount of rewinds can rewind back to the time she was whole, and that debilitating disease had no control of her body or her spirit. I can still hear it. Multiple what? It's a form of cancer. Multiple what? A form of cancer. What? A form of cancer. What? A form of what? They wouldn't want her to rewind that line, nor would they care to see the tears waiting their turn in line to stroll her cheeks single file as she opens her heart to them for the first time, so she doesn't. Yeah, touch screen. Only opens her mouth to regurgitate old lines, smiling dryly at the old rewinds and resigns to... Okay, this shit is getting me. Drink. I'm sorry. Only opens her mouth to regurgitate old lines, smiling dryly at the old rewinds, and resigns to reside uncomfortably in her mind, knowing the key to the release she needs lies within these lines, but the fear looming over her cannot be shaken, and instead of breaking free, she painfully chooses to be silent. Thank you.